with our discussions in this side. Aside from that, no, our NECP has different provisions, no, compared to the ones used in the textbook. So there are some adjustments to be made. No, in practice, no, in my practice, apparently, no, I'm still using the 2010 NECP. So anyway, in our discussions here, we need to update and then we need to clarify some things. So let's just start with this B. Also, as I said, as we discussed last time, we are looking for the age, no, and then based on the age, that's actually the minimum is 10 over 16. For B, for B, basically it's age over 2, anything greater than that. So that's really. But for now, for purposes of discussion, just to elaborate, just to clarify that how we will solve for the ES. Let's just say that our beam, the dimension of our beam has been determined already, or si architect magbuo na sa dapat beam, no? Gusto makakuha ka sa lalong tumitago ka sa ceiling beam, no? So that's why kasi na taas, no? So let's have it like this lang sa, but we have to check if it passes the minimum. So we have here our 450 as the height of the beam, 300 for the width, so B, and then again for purposes of discussion, we just use 17, or we can approximate that because it says here that we need to use 16 mm, and then the 16 mm there is possibly the 60, and it says here furthermore that the city supporting beam is 5 meters long. So if we're going to check the minimums, so this is 5 over 16 meters. Ilan na siya? 0.3 something? 0.31 or the standard 10 mm. But our height here is 450 mm, so therefore it's 8. So h over 2, obviously this 150, no? But it's using 300, so pasal yan. Okay, so pasal siya sa minimum, so no need to worry for that. Although later on in our discussion of deflections, we'll have some effects also, no? For kayo beam, or taas, no? Or taas na kayo beam, and it will reduce siya naman. It will have a variation of your deflection. Okay. So for the cover, 16, ano? So dami ito siya dapat. This is your beam. You have your stirrup. For 16 mm, according to the code, you are allowed to use 10 mm stirrups. Okay. So let's just say these are 10 mm. And then this one, of course, is your diameter divided by 2. No? Okay, centroid na is 75. Because centroid, no? Because our D here is divided as the straight compression fiber versus the centroid of your 50 also here. Para uniform ang over. So 50, I mean 70 din ni, or 52 din with respect sa bottom din yung stirrup, and then 52 to the 50 mm. Okay, so we have a cover of 17. So that makes our P equals at 450 minus 70. That is 380. Okay, our MC prime is 30 megapascals. Okay, so we will try to solve the value of beta 1 for that. Now let's go out from comfort zone here. No? So the gamit of 21 megapascals, in which the beta 1 is automatically 25. So lang i-extend the mind so that you will be familiarized with the equation for beta 1 also. Okay? Dead load is 16 mm and 16 kilonewton per meter, and it says there superimpose. The problem says superimpose, wala pa nakalculate niya ang cell phone. Okay? So superimpose na siya. So if this is your supported memo dyan, no? And it says 5 meters long. So that 16 PNM here is superimposed na nakapatong na siya din. Nakapatong na siya. Superimposed. Nakapatong na. So wala pa natin yan si cellphone. Okay, so we have to include the cell weight in our computations. Actually sa you have to include also the self weight when we do the flexural analysis of our steel methods. Okay. You have there also a live load of 21 kilonewton meter, and let's just use Elarentino because our simony we no longer really use ESD in our system. Or RC, Vanilla, unless otherwise stated, is LRD. Okay, so what do we need? Okay, so we need our ES. Before we can do that, we need to have a with our strain diagram and strain and stress diagram. This is your B, this is your ES, okay, and then we're going to project that so that we can use our strain diagram. For our strain diagram, we already know that the crushing strain of concrete is ilan? Strain somewhere here is your strain of your steel denoted by T of tension steel. It's not if yielded or maybe it has yielded. We do not know yet. Okay, so it's just have it. Strain of our tension area. But of course, not to yield, in order for this to yield, this has to have a value of around 0.005 for it to be inductile mode or yield to each other. And then this is our strain diagram again. So this is this value here. The portion that is where your C is your definition of your compression block. And then this distance here is your A. Good. Okay. Okay. And then here, no, since this is your steel area, this is of course in tension. This will be tension. Okay. Compression money to have an equilibrium, you will need this to be tension. So you will have this one here. That's your ES times your Y. And then if you're going to compute for the resultant of this is your big C, no? So this is 0.85 FC prime of the compression block. So the compression block, this is your A, no? A times your B. So this one here, the resultant of this is actually 0.85 FC prime of A times B. And then in order for us to get the nominal moment, nominal moment of our concrete, of our cross-section, it's either what I've said earlier or in the last discussion is you're going to have this rotate to the center of the compression block. So what you can see, and in that case, your Mn is equals to ES Fy times B minus E over 2, no? Because this distance here is your D, D man is siya. And then E over 2 ang antadili. That's why you have your E over 2 yan. Sorry. So, this is okay. This is okay if we know the amount of rebars to be used in our section. Okay, this is where the mistake was came from last discussion, because we're using this. Okay, but balik natin dulu so, what we need actually here to solve for our ES. So our option is to use this one. Okay. So if you're going to use this one to get the nominal, we need to be able to rotate this tension side. Okay. So that your MN equals B, right? You will have 0.85 FC prime of 80 times B minus A over. Okay. And then we know that our for attention control design, because in the design, so when we say design planning, or when you say design, we're looking for the number of rebars. And if we're looking for the number of rebars, the ultimate target is always attention control na design. So we need to equate our equations using this resistance factor. So we know that our mu is equals to P Mn. Okay. And then this mu here would come from the loading. Then this one here would come from the capacity. So that's for the principle. Okay. So in that case, you have your mu. Sorry, it's Mn. Polarity rearrange. So your Mn is actually mu over your resistance factor. Wala siya kung ganito to solve for the ES. No? Because this have your MU here, which is which can be solved using our loading, and that is now dependent on the loading there, and then from there we can now solve dahil for our A. So ang A dahil natin ang gamiton, muna dahil siya. And then later on, we can equate na sa this one to finally solve for our A. So notice here na siya na equation root, it's not a function of your scaling area. Okay. So, hindi na ito i-extract ang atom A, which will be using again function po dayon din sa atom hindi, no? Because this one yung gamit na siya. Okay. So if that's the case, no, we will need to solve first for our MU. MU magikan sa load. Kung na rin paala mag-utang o notation din sa inyong solution para di mo maglibog kung kinsa na siya na MU. But basically, when we write it this way, MU equals PMN, the default understanding of that is this one is again from the loading, and then this entire thing here is from your capacity of your beam. Okay. The same with speed. Okay, so let's try to solve for our MU and see the supported financial. So that's W squared over 8 lang at the MU. So it says here superimpose. So we might need to solve for our self weight. So for the self weight, we have 23.6 EN per meter times you have your 0.45 times 0.1 equals 3.19 EN per M. Okay? And then for your dead load, you have your 16. So to solve that for our W, for our beam, no? Just here. Okay, so that's your distributed loading, and then this is our W. Okay, for W, you have your 1.2 times 16 plus your dead load of 3.19 plus 1.6 of 25 equals 63.03 and then the moment for that, our MU